See, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, that's my name. I stream a little bit on Twitch. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I've, you know, I've been playing games for I don't even know how long. Since I was 3 years old, and this is something I've always wanted to do. I just never felt um, that it was something that I was able to. If you understand what I'm saying, I know that might sound a bit confusing, and I'm coming at at the viewers hot off the start of the video. But this should just be a quick introduction to my channel. Um, yeah, I really like this game, Genshin Impact. I've had a lot of fun with it so far. I think there are some things that could be improved on, especially surrounding the multiplayer side of the game and the cooperative functions. I feel like there's a lack of permanent things to do in the game that not just for a single player, but just as a group in a whole. There are things you can do, but I'd like to see more things added to the game, just to make the game more fun for everyone that happens to play, new and old players. That's what it's all about. So we've got some things to do. I don't intend to make this where I could play Genshin for hours on end. I don't intend for my first video to be that long, at least. So it's just a quick introduction. We have some dailies to do and some resin to spend, so I figured I could do that and call it for the day, and perhaps we'll get back to Genshin tomorrow. There's going to be some new content for us to dive into. A new location is going to be added to the game, so it's looking to be quite some fun. Hopefully, if you give my channel a shot, you'll be around to see what's going on in the future. So we got some commissions over in Leeway today. I hear we're getting some new ones along with that update too, so that's going to be cool. I definitely haven't seen all of them. But yeah, I want to play more of this game. I just feel like it's not in a state currently where I want to invest as much time into it as I'd like to, if you understand what I'm saying. It's a little far away. Let's travel on over there. Is there anything closer? Well, we could just do this one first. It's just across the bridge and a little ways over the plain. Oops. Hey, I may as well eat a stamina meal while I'm on this page. Am I right? Yeah. We're gonna be playing for quite a minute, so we'll do the 1500. But yeah, this channel, I wanted to create it specifically for Genshin Impact content at the moment. The subject to change. I'd like to not lock myself into one particular area, because, like I said, I love playing games. There's not a game out there I don't think I'd give it at least one shot, before dismissing it or something along those lines. So, but for now, yeah, I just want to keep it Genshin related, discussion and whatnot revolving around this game, and to share, just to create a place where people can come together and just share their interest in the game and just enjoy it with others. So how have all your days been? You've been having a good day, staying warm, keeping safe. If it's cold where you're at, I know it is where I am, so definitely keeping the pellet stove up and running pretty much all the time. Took my dog out for a walk earlier this morning. It was pretty nice. It was nice and quiet out. We had a little bit of snow yesterday, so it looks nice outside. It's like a nice, like fluffy blanket of snow out on the ground. Some of it's thawed, but for the most part, it's looking pretty nice. Oh, I don't even think. No, he's not part of the group we're trying to defeat here for the commission. So let's head on over here. But yeah, sorry, the introduction to this channel is a little bit all over the place. But yeah, my name's Magellan. I like to play games, and I'm repeating myself here. No surprise there. But I figured, no, it's better now or never. So I may as well, you know, try and do something that you know I've always wanted to do, and at least give myself that chance. Because then, you know, I'll at least have the answer I've been looking for. Like, can I really do this? Can I make something of something I've always wanted to do for so long? And if not, you know, then perhaps it's a good idea to just give up and move on. So yeah, this channel's gonna be around for at least a whole full year. I know there's another channel that, you know, if you've been around YouTube, you don't need me to mention the name, but has done a similar thing. But this isn't anything to do with that, or to try and copy them in any format. No, it's you know, I want to see if what I've always wanted to do, you know, if something positive can come from it, and you know, have a good impact on not only myself but the community that I'd like to create over time. So that's exactly what I want to do, and to just keep this video brief at least, you know, before we really get into Genshin Impact, we'll do the commissions, spend my resin, and you know, like I said, I'll come back to this tomorrow. We're gonna have some new content. We'll get further into the story. That's something I really want to do. Moving forward with the channel and just Genshin Impact as a whole, is to really, you know, take a dive into the lore. I just finished a playthrough of you may have heard of the game or played it yourself. It's called Cold Vein on my Twitch, and just warning you right now, if you do happen to be curious and check the you know, the videos that I have over there, there is quite a bit of frustration, you know, that I had and voiced over certain parts of the game and certain mechanics and things. But overall, that was such an amazing story. Not my favorite combat out of all the Souls games or Souls-like games I've played before, but hands down my favorite story. And I don't foresee anything topping that for quite a while. The last game I could think of that had me and my emotions in such a way was the original Last of Us, if that says anything about you know, how I felt about the story, and just yeah, it was quite a wild ride to, you know, make short talk about it. If I could play through Code Vein again for like the first time, not knowing anything that I do now, oh, I would in a heartbeat. Just to re-experience that game again. It would be amazing to see a second one. I don't know if that's you know, something that's going to be a possibility in the future. I didn't keep up with how successful the game was when it originally came out, and you know, things relating to that aspect of the game. But yeah, it was. If you've played it, you might understand what I mean when I say that the game had a good story, and at least I know I enjoyed it. You know, everybody's different, so everybody's gonna have, you know, different tastes and enjoy things differently. But I thought that was a really neat game. Plot twists, and among other things, and just it was really nice to experience. 11 out of 10. I would do it again. So yeah, we've got three more commissions and some resin. I'm gonna hold off on the bosses and wait, primarily for the battle pass and the you know, the experience that I would get there. But we'll do. I need to fight Oceanid, and you know, the Cryo Flower, the Cube. I've fought the Pyro Flower a ton. I mean, as you can probably see, I've been playing Xiangling primarily. She's my favorite character. I just really like her design and her weapon. You know, I think she's really cool character to play in the game. So yeah, that had led me to you know, kick the snot out of the Pyro Flower quite a number of times. So I can still fight it, but it's not necessary at this point. You know, I have enough materials, if I'm being honest. But in a game like this, you can really never have enough materials, because they, you know, they go just as fast as you get them a lot of the times. So we'll probably do those, and yeah, come back to the game tomorrow. Hopefully as strong as we did today, and just, you know, have some more fun. And I'm hoping, you know, if you check the channel out, maybe you'll come on back and stop by for a bit of the next time I play the game. I'm not the best, but it's not my goal either. You'll see if you watch me long enough, or if you're coming from my Twitch, that I don't play the game in the fashion that a lot of others do. And I don't even know if that's, you know, I hate to assume, or just to say that statement right there, that a lot of others, because I don't know how everybody plays this game, you know, everybody plays it for different reasons, and but, you know, from what I've been able to see off of, you know, some of the larger content creators that are involved with this game, a lot of them play the Abyss, and if, you know, if there's one thing I want to be with my community, is, you know, honest. And if I'm telling you honestly right now, I think the Abyss is one of the most boring parts of this game. I'd rather go to bed than watch anybody sit in a room and fight enemies that respawn. Pretty much like a domain. And now, you know, I know saying that is going to elicit, you know, multiple reactions from people that happen to stumble across this, and they're like, "Oh, who the fuck are you coming here, trashing on the Abyss and all?" It's just not. That's not for me, man. I don't personally think that is going to carry end game and make Genshin Impact grow any larger than it currently is. I think that you know, I could be entirely wrong in everything I'm saying right now. Maybe the Abyss is the way to go, but that's what I'm saying, and what I'm trying to say is, you know, I just want people to listen to the words I'm saying, and perhaps try to understand not just the words that I'm saying, but like the meaning in which they're spoken, as well as my intention, because I'm not I don't mean to attack people who play the Abyss, or, you know, the creators and the designers behind it, for any you know, ill, malicious reasons. You know, everything I'm saying here is coming from the heart. You know, I truly don't think that, especially it being a solo game type, I don't think it's going to carry this game well into its you know, later years, or however long the life cycle of this game is. To me, I believe that if this game expanded on the not only the content that players can have access to, but as well as the ability to enjoy it with others, I truly believe that if this game doesn't continue to improve on its co-op functions, that it's gonna fall out of relevancy fairly fast. Um, just telling you honestly, I think the co-op sucks. It's really boring. It may have been improved in some areas over the most recent updates, but from when I started playing this game, what AR am I'm adventure rank 43, and I've maybe played a total hour or maybe two complete hours with some of the friends that I enjoy gaming with, and I think that's really sad for me to be this far into the game in terms of adventure rank and what have you, and the game's been out for more than a week now, so. But to be this far in the game and have barely enjoyed co-op, now, everybody's different, so some other people are going to try and take advantage of co-op in all its facets to as much a degree as they can, but, you know, like I'm saying right now, I don't know if they changed it, but when I initially started playing, if someone was in my world and this part of Leeway was grayed out, and I went over to the Archon statue to reveal a portion of the map, you can't do that, or at least you couldn't. Like I say, I don't know if that has been fixed, but it's things like those, and you know, if people are in your world, I don't know if you can, if you're as the host, but they can't talk to NPCs and things, and that may be little to such a minuscule problem to some, but like I'm trying to say, the activities that players can do, especially without the use of resin, being another big factor. If everything is tied behind resin, that's just gonna kill the game even faster, because not everybody has time to sync up with each other in that fashion. I just being honest, I'm not gonna always want to go out of my way to
we could go foraging for ingredients.
If I was out of resin, I'm not gonna want to go out of my way all the time to help my friends, do what they need to do if they have resin, and vice versa. I don't expect people to always be like, oh yeah, I'll come help you with that domain or that boss or something if they're out of resin. So, like I'm trying to say, if they can make more events and activities and things to partake in, to just enjoy with your friends, and it's in a more permanent sense in this game, I really think that would help bolster the community and create something special with Genshin Impact. I want the co-op. When people talk about Genshin Impact, I want them to say all these good things about the world and the characters and the combat and things like that, but and then for them to put a bow on the present. They say you could do it with your friends, because it's not every game that you can do things like that, and to have a world as big as this map is, and all these places to go, and I'm not gonna act like there's a million and one things to do, but there's definitely things you can fight, bosses and things. Some things use resin, but let's not talk about that. But places to go, people to see, things to do, and to be able to do that with your friends, it's really cool. For example, I've talked about multiple times, I really believe that these domains should refresh after you've completed them, and after a certain point or something, because who is ever going to come back here and do this unless they're like bored out of their mind or doing it for the memes or something? If they opened these domains like Eagle's Gate, Temple of the Lion, the ones in Mondstadt that once you've cleared it, you have no reason to go back there. If they either made them co-op and swapped out where the enemies are, or like what enemies you'd encounter every X amount of months or updates, or however long, the devs would be the ones to decide that. But make what was the point in there was a point in having this activity, but I feel like it's so I apologize for, me not being able to collect the words I want as quick as I want. Um, but it's just one and done, and it could be more than that. And I hope I'm not the best at explaining, but I hope you at least understand what I'm trying to say, in terms of adding more to do to the game, especially with other people. So I'll leave that there, and this video is probably dragging on long enough. Let's continue on with our commissions and whatnot. Oh, is she looking for the relics? Yeah, the package. I believe she's a treasure hoarder. Just kind of split off from the group a bit. Not too far away. I wonder if I believe it's the head of the Adventurers Guild in Leeway. Oh, hello. How are you two doing? But yeah, it's some lady in Leeway that asks you to find a sword. I wonder if there's an end to that, like if somebody actually has, like if you can find it eventually or something. If anybody's done the quest I'm talking about, or the commission, sorry. I absolutely need to, I haven't spent as much time in Leeway as I have on this game in general. I've been in Mondstadt for a good majority of it, more often than not. So, yeah, I definitely want to, explore the world more. There's still, as much as I've ran around the map and seen a lot of things, there's still things to see and, among other things to do. And I want to, dive deep into the lore and the story and, better understand and appreciate this world, moving forward. So, those are some things you can expect to see in the future if you're interested. And I'd, be happy to have you along for the adventure if you're willing. So. Wait, was that it? Only that? Oh, I guess I picked the right one. Whoops. Oh, the citizens. Yeah, Leeway is... This game is too big. Like, as little as I've played this game in recent, like, I do hope you understand, I genuinely, like, love this game, and I want to play it so much more than I feel like my time is worth spending on this game. And that is exactly the problem, is I don't feel like my time is respected, for as much as I want to play it. I feel like I've already done what for the most part. There are still things I want to do in terms of story and content and things, but what I get out of this game isn't worth how much I want to play it, if you understand where I'm coming from. And that's just it, is I want to see this game be better. I think it's too big, too grand, too special to settle for, less than what it could be, and less than what it should be. And I'd just like to see the Genshin Impact community as a whole, be happy and proud to play this game and think it's the bee's knees, because I personally, for the most part, believe that this game is awesome. There's just, the hiccups here and there, some I've mentioned before, and among other things that if the devs can really focus in on, these are a few key problem areas that, why are players not playing this as much as they were when they started, or other things. Because if I took a look at my friends list right now from memory, I would say that out of all of the players I have on my friends list right now, which isn't, I'm not going to act like it's hundreds, It's a couple from PlayStation Network among a few that I know outside of that, on my other console. Um, but most of them have, been offline for more than 31 days. It only goes up to 31, and then you're left as to guessing how long they really haven't played. But I would say maybe 3 or 4 of all of those people. I know you're gonna be like, oh, what, 3 or 4 out of 5? No, it's more than that. But maybe 3 or 4 people on my friends list have played it recently. Everyone else is past 31 days, and I hate to see that. That just makes me wonder what happened to the game, or what did they stop seeing in the game that they just don't play it anymore, or they're taking a break. And for some people, I'm sure tomorrow or in the future, they'll, if unless they've uninstalled the game, they'll come back to it and check it out. But that's another problem that I have with this game, is I don't want the just the content updates to bring people back to it, and events and things like that, and checking at it. Like they'll bring a new area to the game, everybody checks it out for the first week, and then, all right, I've seen everything that there was to see, time to stop playing the game again for months on end. And it's just a little sad, like, I really want to enjoy this game with other people, but if other people don't even want to enjoy it, or they feel they've had their fill, then what do you do about that? And those are problems I think about. Is why have people stopped playing? Among other things. So I hope you see that. I truly just do want the best for this game, as well as the player base. And not everything I say is probably going to fall in line with what is for the best. Like me talking about co-op right now, that other people would say that's probably like the worst, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard, making co-op better. But I just have to kind of shrug and say, you really don't, you really just want to play this game by yourself for the rest of the game's lifespan, or what have you. You're content with the Abyss and everything that has to offer. I'm sorry, but I just don't see, we don't see eye to eye there, if that's the case. Um, and yeah, I'm sorry, this video is dragging on way longer than I intended for it to. I've almost like logicked myself out of why do I need to continue playing this game. I don't like the Abyss, I think it's boring. I don't like domains and artifact grinding, I think that's boring. If you take a solid, you don't even need to take a solid look, you can just see. By now, if I was, really playing or cared about that stuff, I would have all 5 stars in at least my first team. And, I do have, quite a bit of 5-star artifacts, because just, for me playing the game casually. But I haven't checked any of them. See how many new ones there are? I genuinely don't mind, like, it's just a stat stick. You see bigger numbers, I don't care about that. When the game first started, yeah, I kind of wanted to keep up with everybody, and kind of, that the staying relevant or whatever, what have you. Think of it what you will. But after hitting AR40, a good majority of it was because I wanted to see better loot drop in the world as I play, because I just like seeing them purples and them golds, or whatever have you, that drops when I defeat enemies, rather than just a bunch of greens and blues. But I don't need artifacts to do what I'm doing in the game and to enjoy what I enjoy doing in the game. And that's exactly it, is people logic their way out of, why am I still playing this? And that's all it took for me to start playing this game less and less, is I don't play the Abyss, I don't care about artifacts. I've already done a lot of what I wanted to do, aside from the story, and that just puts me on other games, and that's not what I want to see happen. I want to play this game. you may be looking, like, listening to what I'm saying, and you're like, you sound like the most contradictive piece of, that I've ever heard, but it's, it's more than just that, please try to understand what I'm saying, because I really do like this game, and I just want to see the best happen for it, and, maybe everything I'm saying in terms of, how I feel this game would improve or could be better isn't the best way to go about it, but it doesn't mean it's not a valid option per se. Yeah, that's all it really is. I want to I want to make this channel a space where people who like Genshin Impact can come together and just discuss the game that they love to play. 'Cause I sure know I love to play this game. Maybe not as much as others at the moment, but I would be lying to you if I told you that I didn't want to play this game more than I do. If you've seen how long the Code Vein, if you're coming from Twitch and you've seen how long the Code Vein sessions were until I finished that game, I would put more time than that into this game if I felt like it was if it was worth it, So I apologize for my speech. I'm not the best at that. But yeah. Oh, sorry, this wasn't the commission either. That was just a Mitochurl. Or, no, that's not a Mitochurl, that's a Lawchurl. That's fine, I like fighting those guys. Oh no, don't destroy the trap. I don't want to break the butterflies with my, with Barbara's ability. But, yeah. This is the team I've been rolling with for, quite a long while now. Originally my Claymore user was Beto. She's probably my favorite Claymore user. I really like her counter ability. It's just for me personally, I felt like I haven't been able to build her correctly. Especially more so now than ever since, the artifacts and, really building my character isn't a top priority of mine. Just playing the game and having fun is. But, yeah, we swapped over to Chongyun. And at one point I did have Chi-Chi as overkill. That was when I was using Beto on my team too, instead of Fischl. It would have been from top to bottom, it would have been Beto, Zhongling, Chi-Chi, and then Barbara is where Fischl is. Because I would I'd run up to things, drop the bear, have both my heals going so that I would flash freeze things as I'm hitting them with the Claymore and Beto. And that was how I liked to play when I, initially started. But slightly fell, whatever have you. Like I said, I apologize for my speech. Fell out of favor with the Beto composition that I had, and I really started to take more of a liking to how Zhongling fights, and so I use her now, I really like the Lance, and like I spoke earlier, I like her character design, so there's no negatives in my eyes, playing Zhongling, and I feel like Chongyun kind of complements, my play style as well, so, with the Frost AoE, and it matches. It fits with Barbara and Fischl being on my team as well, so probably not the best team there is out there, but that's that's not the point, I'm playing what I enjoy, and that's what really matters, isn't it? Did we? I don't feel like we did all the commissions. We have like one or two. We did. Did I? We had like a Hilichurl camp, the lady with the relic. I guess I did. Well, alright, let's go spend some resin. And, yeah, like I said, I didn't mean for, all the... I apologize for my rambling and especially the introduction of my channel. But, hey, that's just me. So, we'll go clean up the bosses and call it a day for now. I think I'm gonna switch back over to Twitch and to my Xbox, um, and just play something else. I'll come back to this game tomorrow. It'll be fun. There's gonna be a new area to explore. You can go a little bit further in the quests and whatnot. So, um, if you happen to see this, whenever you do, hopefully, and you're interested to see more, maybe I'll see you later tomorrow when the update's live. I don't, know how far reaching my video will get on YouTube, or if it'll, even get any views. Because I'm not going all fancy with the editing and thumbnails and the title and all that. But yeah, I just wanted to make this an introduction to some of my plans for Genshin and just this channel as a whole. I'd like to see what I can do within a year's time.
Nice and spiked.
That's kind of something I decided earlier today was to see what I could do.
A touch of
Whoops, I should not be using Frost here. That was a bad play. Yeah, now my damage is severely lagging. Whoops. But yeah, give myself a year. See what we can do. I want to see if something positive could come out of this, because where I'm at currently, that's just not the case. And I want to, if no one else, I want to believe that I could do something with it. So I would be a fool to not give myself that chance. I've been able to run one round this cryo flower. Like, if I didn't drop Chongyun's his special, and I wasn't, if I was just going being a little bit more serious with the fight, and I wasn't talking and just, I was trying to bring this thing down, we could definitely one round it. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, or another time when we have the resin to do so. I'm gonna save my abilities for the cube and Oceanid. Oceanid, that one, he just deals a surprising amount of damage. I just recently got the achievement for defeating it without taking any damage from the Hydro Mimic bombs, and that took me at least like 4 to 5 tries. Just because I had to eat a stamina meal, and I was considering switching to 2 Animo characters just for the extra speed to get away from the Mimic in time. I was just barely getting to the outer edge before the bomb went off, and I would just keep taking that damage, and it was a bit frustrating, but we got it done. Tried to lure whichever enemy, or the remaining ones that could potentially spawn a water bomb. Tried to lure them over to the farthest corner of the map, and then just run as quick as I could. After they were defeated, if I could wait for Oz, I'd just let the bird shoot at it, and deal the final blow while I'm already trying to. I'd freeze it first with Chongyun if his ability was up, and then I would drop the bird to see if they could destroy it while I was running away to just create that space. Like I said, I was having trouble getting away. Oh man, that drill does a surprising amount of damage. Not that time. There was another time that it really hit me hard. And I mean hard. I had a lot of health and it killed me.
one with my foot.
I should have saved that ability there. trick I learned. I'm sure other people they've taken note, you know, way ahead of me noticing it. But when that sigil disappears off the floor, it's time to back up unless you want the cubes to collapse on you. Yeah, he does the throwing. I always get ready to attack after the drill, but he doesn't, you know, become vulnerable until after the second attack.
Force my blade. Submit for judgment.
That should be enough. There we go. Also, this was very early into when I started playing Genshin. I'm talking really early. Don't collect the plants before they come out the ground and like actually are done, because if you do that, you're not going to get any of your loot and you're just going to waste your resin. I did that before. Yeah, I looked like a clown because I didn't get any loot from the boss. I believe it was Oceanid, or it was either Oceanid or the Cryo Flower. But I opened the plant, you know, where I was standing when the boss was defeated was, you know, where the plant came out of the ground, and I immediately opened it and didn't get anything. I believe it now I'm thinking back on it, I think it was the Cryo Flower, not Oceanid. Yeah, anyways, definitely a note to self if you wanna get the loot and collect your rewards. I really like this place. I like the atmosphere and the little blue sprites, you know.
Race you! Let's go, Barbara!
And it's nice to glide down to Oceanid's arena, and what? Oh, I'm gonna break my legs if I don't drop. But yeah, those like butterflies. Just really like this area. The music, yeah, the tone, the atmosphere, a little spooky, not too spooky. Ugh, rough.
Go, Barbara, go!
A little too high, almost capped my ankles.
Let the show be...
Swift and merciful.
Boba, get them! Race you!
Swift and merciful.
By royalty...
What is that like water ring? That's holy damage.
I'll protect them!
Now we're down that ultimate. That's gonna put us in a rough spot, perhaps. Yeah, and the first time I fought Oceanid, I was like, wow, what a cool boss. Yeah. Thinking I would fight that thing, and then I just fight its clone.
My plan.
By royalty...
I mean, it's still a cool boss, but, you know, once you fought it, like, once or twice, or 3 times, it's just a bunch of water clones. Hey, we're not losing Zhongling here.
Let's dance!
You'd probably, yeah, help out if I just eat a meal real quick. Of the plenty that I have. That works. You may... Sorry, you may be wondering why I have so many meals. Prior to one of the first bigger updates that they made to this game. As you can see, the like 600 and 500 salt and tofu, among other items I have, and like the 1,000 pepper. When I first discovered that general store in Mondstadt, and then I went over to Leeway, and I was just buying everything because of the amount of Mora I had, all of it. And I was completely unaware until I already had like about 1,000 in each of the stacks that they were all occupying a single slot in your inventory, and you had like 30,000 at the time. So on average, I was sitting at about like 34,000, 35,000 items all the time in my inventory, just capped out. It was a bit stressful, you know, when you're trying to pick up things or collect items and your rewards, and the game is telling you your inventory is full. You can't do that. So, and a major problem with these items is they're indestructible for whatever reason. Like, I can't get rid of this 1,000 pepper I have. So, yeah, the alternative to that was I cooked a ton of meals. And as much as I have, it's still not enough to get rid of the 400 things of rice, 600 onions, 1,000 yeah, you get the point, right? So, but as well as cooking everything that really wasn't a specialty, you know, like the wolf hook, the valberries, and things, the Chilean peppers, or sorry, Julian peppers and things, everything that was just kind of like a regular, like radish and you know, like potatoes and all the berries and things, for example, I threw them out. So I had a lot more of everything than I do now, just because of how I played the game when I started. If anybody's familiar with that, they would know that I really did have a lot of things, you know, like items and things, and the materials as well. I broke down a lot of the lesser ones because I had you know, a couple thousand hilichurl masks among other items and things too. From, you know, like I say, I really enjoy this game. I play it a lot, so yeah, I was sitting on a maxed inventory for quite a while, and I'm so thankful that they changed that feature, and you know, everything only occupies a single slot, and they stack now, which really saved my hide, because my, you know, desire to play this game was just, you know, becoming less and less each day with a capped out inventory, just because of how much, you know, a lot of the time was spent getting resources to cook meals out of my inventory, and I didn't enjoy that so much, you know. I've cooked more than enough, so that is that's a little bit of, you know, that dang history right there. What Oceanage just one-shot my official. Okay, I see you. Yikes, man. Ooh, this damage is off the rails today. Let's oh, the game is still live. No. Oh man, she's probably gonna get knocked out too now. Let me just eat a couple of meals, and I can't eat those. Do I have any like revival items? Oh, I guess I can't. Wait, how come I didn't? Did Fischl? Oh, she's back. She's back on the field. I thought she was still knocked out. All right. As to not have Oceanid wipe the floor with my team, just have one of those. These birds. When I had the Beto composition, when that was the team, these birds were my nightmare. Like, I could not hit these things to save my life, even with the counter. They would, you know, swoop in and out, simply too quick for the even the perfect counter to hit it. You know, they were just back up in the air, out of range. Oh no, that water bomb is gonna tear up somebody. Yeah, saw that one coming. But yeah, let's see if we get this fight out of the way. Finish up our resin for the day, and go collect our commissions. and we'll end it because, like I've said a few times, I've been, you know, this video has gone on long enough. It's supposed to just be a short introduction. I apologize for the length. But if, hey, you've sticked around up until this point, I appreciate it. You know, it means a lot to me. You know, more than you may know at the moment. Even if, you know, you don't believe it is so. Damn, I'd be really careful with pulling out Xiangling right now, because she's full. I can't feed her anything. And oh, here we go. Now I can just Barber's ult. I just don't want anybody else to get knocked out. Alright, that bird over there, would you stop casting? Like, please, Oz. Should have one more wave of clones, I believe. That's gonna be a water bomb. Oh, that was it? Yeah, actually, the pyro, sorry, not the pyro, the cryo flower should be back by now, I would hope. So, you know, like I said earlier, I've fought the pyro flower more than enough. Let's see if we can properly one round the cryo flower this time. I don't know if Fischl and Xiangling's ultimates are up yet. That's definitely a, you know, part of my attack strategy. So if there's a mob or two that I could beat up before I head over there, just to better prepare my my squad for what we're about to do.
One is my blade.
I've, you know, recently, as I've been playing as Chongyun, or well, as this team, I've liked to glide in on enemies with Chongyun and do his overhead immediately into his ability, and then switch to Barbara to freeze whoever's, like, tossed up in the air, and then, you know, switch to Fischl, drop the bird, switch back to Xiangling, start beating everything up. Just because it's satisfying for me to do, you know, I just like dunking on my enemies like that. And, you know, think of it what you will, you know. Like I said, what seems to be end game right now to a lot of people isn't to me, you know, like the Abyss and getting all these artifacts and leveling up your characters to whatever. Like that all isn't a priority of mine anymore with Genshin Impact. I want to enjoy and explore the game in other ways, and, you know, with other people, if the devs are willing to improve on that functionality of the game as well. So it would look a little something like this, and while he's still up in the air, or, you know, when they touch the ground, it doesn't really matter. They get frozen. And the bird comes out, and, you know, we go to town with Xiangling. But, it would usually be at, like, an enemy camp or something, or, you know, or in a cluster of enemies. Yeah, we got, sorry, I was just checking my abilities. We should be good to go fight the cryo flower now. My knees would have been gone if we didn't deploy. Alright. I apologize if I go, you know, somewhat quiet here, but I would like to one round this thing for you guys. still taking freeze damage. No! No! No. Ah, she died, damn it! No! Ah, we were close. They knocked out Zhongling like right at the last second because of the freeze damage. Next time.
Come, sever night from day.
We'll try tomorrow.
Let's dance.
Hey, would you back off, please? Trying to beat the boss here without dying anymore or taking, you know, any more serious casualties, which doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, goodbye, official. We'll miss ya. Huh, beat a frost monster with a frost attack, hmm? Big brain. I'm gonna take my rewards and get out of here with my tail between my legs while I still can. Where are we headed? You know, Windrise. It'll be a fair spot to end it. And go, you know, restore the team, and we'll call it here. It's been longer than it needed to be. But hey, that's just me, and that's just what you're gonna get when I play games. I like to play games, and I like to, you know, have a good time, enjoy myself, and for the longest time, you know, I felt like I haven't been able to do that with games. So forgive me if I play longer than I intended to, or something of that sort. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. You know, we're getting an update tomorrow, so there will be new content to explore with all of you if you're willing to give me another shot. So I appreciate that, and I hope that you all have you know, a safe rest of your day or evening, and you all have a good one at that. Thanks for watching.